What does food insecurity mean? I mean, it's about when people struggle or worry or cut the amount of food that they eat themselves or the amount that they give to their children because there isn't enough money to buy food. Even when the evidence was there that people in Green Bay were struggling with having access to enough healthy food for their families, there really wasn't a readiness to accept it and address it. In the research, a third of the people that we interviewed at food pantries said that if they had a garden to grow food for their families, that it would help their situation. And it was really an opportunity for me to share my personal interests because they aligned so well with the needs and the voices of the community.
Community gardens is an aspect of what Karen does. She helped establish the community gardens, and there are gardens all throughout Brown County, actually, which are open to anyone who wants to garden but doesn't have land, and they rent the property there at various community gardens around the city. She was very instrumental in starting up community gardens many years ago, and they've just been growing and thriving ever since.
Gardening's a life skill, and anytime we can teach a life skill that's something that we carry with us is just really important.
She doesn't want you not to have healthy food because you can't afford it, or not to have healthy food because you don't understand the language. She's always thinking about, is everyone at the table? How do we bring everyone to the table? So I've been inspired by her notion that in order to have good food, everybody needs to be at the table, everybody needs to be in the project, everybody needs to be in the decision making.
You know, when people lose touch with the land, they lose touch with so many things, like fresh food, their cultural heritage, and land ethics. At the time that we were doing the research, we were also learning how important gardening was to the Hmong population, and they were looking for more space to grow food for their families so that they had fresh food to eat, so that they could grow some more traditional foods, and also they had land to grow food for market gardens.
The things that she established or helped establish are ongoing, continuing things like community gardens, like Farm to School, like Green Bay Garden Blitz, like school gardens. They're not a one-time project. They keep going on and on and on, making improvements in everybody's lives.
We do have a strong and expanding network of community gardens. We have a thriving Wednesday night farmers market with a diversity in our growers. We have a salad bar in every Green Bay school. We have a robust network of food pantries that work together. We have more people growing food, and not just growing it, but donating it to others in need. And we have gardens in our schools that provide an opportunity for children to learn through gardening. Ethics in action couldn't be a more meaningful recognition. It's so important to me to have meaning behind the work that I do, and to have others value that is really rewarding.